this is the time when you really learn, when you fail. We do our best growing when we fall flat on our face. So I'm going to show you exactly how I've fallen flat on my face in the worst possible way. I'm not too distraught. Obviously this is not the result I was looking for, but I'm okay with it because, as I said, when we fall, we have the chance to rebuild and rise stronger than we were before the fall. So that's the way I'm looking at it. And with that, I'll show you what's happened. So you will remember on the last FTP update I did on the 14th of July, we were here on this week, week 28. Small, excuse me, small losing weeks, not particularly big winning weeks. Won $500, $500, 300, 300, lots of 200 and 100, and negligible winning weeks, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 winning weeks, only 3 losing weeks out of 17 weeks. It's just over 4 months, and then bang, 800 down, which I did talk about in Stable After the Fall 2 videos back, 6 days ago or so, as I look to my right on the YouTube channel. And then did my storybook trading, which returned me $150 for those session hours. But remember, I haven't tested this. I have tested it in the sense that it's been profitable for me 2-3 years ago. But it is 2-3 years ago, and I've never passed a combine with the storybook trading, and I think this is key. The golden mean strategy that I've been using for the last over a year now has enabled me to pass not 1 but 2 combines and 1 FTP. Now, I did fail combines before that while developing the method, but I've since passed 2 when I stick to the rules, and I've also passed an FTP, and I've failed an FTP using that strategy. So 2 combines passed, an FTP passed, and an FTP failed is a good sample size, a good data set to prove to me that that method works. But it's a grind, and it's not very exciting, and it does return $600 a month per contract, and that's good. You can build up to that, but my life situation, personal circumstances, financial situation, cultural situation, partner, family, all kinds of things going on outside of trading, which has put a lot of stress on me, a lot of stress. Going off track for a second, so much stress that I've never weighed more than 74 kilos in my entire adult life and my life, full stop. And I'm 37 in a week. And in the last few months, at some stage, I managed to hit 82 kilos, nearly 13 stone. Now, I am 6 feet tall, 182, 183 centimeters. But as a dancer and an athlete, I've never weighed more than 74 kilos, and I've gone down as low as 68 when I'm competing, and 70, which is a bit on the light side. But so it's about 72 is good for me. And I noticed my thighs were rubbing together, and I just realized, I said, shit. I stood on the electronic, the normal scales, not the electronic, and it said over 80. I went on the electronic, it confirmed it. 10 kilos above my average, and that's just a sign of adrenal burnout. I've been sleeping a lot of stress, a lot of stuff. So needless to say, it's not a great time to try to trade, but I do need the money. But I'm not going to get the money like this, so I'm going to have to take a step back and take some time off trading. I've just emailed Top Step Trader to see if the funded trader prep can be left open indefinitely. And it should be according to their rules. Excuse me. And if it is possible, I'm just going to step away. It's summer here. It's summer everywhere in the northern hemisphere, but it's nice and hot here in Italy. There's the river, there's the kids, my partner. We can just go out and do some stuff and just say fuck it. Like, excuse my French, but I'm not going to burn myself out into the ground. I've made progress. I've passed the combine after messing around earlier this year for about 2 months trying to other stuff. Went off track. As we know, if we go to this equity curve here. This was last week, as I showed on the equity curve. So if we go here and we show the whole thing, we will see, it'll probably take a bit of time because I don't know why maybe the spreadsheet's too big, so it'll take a bit of time to update. But you will see that every time not every time, but major flat lines in my equity curve has always been when I've deviated from the golden mean. Now I have to figure out why I'm doing that. I'm pretty sure the reason for that, here's the equity curve, the reason for that is trying to expedite the process because I'm not happy with the speed, but that's all I can do for now. So do I want to do what I can do, or do I want to try to do what I can't do and ruin it? The choice is clear, you know. So here, if you remember, this is the combine pass, obviously, because it's 1,500. Maybe let's put a few less trades here, maybe 270. Yeah, so that's the combine pass here. You will remember this was order flow. Me trying to use order flow, very promising, no progress. Went back to the golden mean, bang, up to the combine target. Then FTP, a bit of nerves, and then started making progress. And here, right here, now we're down here somewhere now. I've lost half of what I've made in the last 4 months in the last 3 weeks, which is obviously disproportionate. We've come down a lot steeper than we went up, because 3 weeks for 50%, it should be 8 weeks for 50% if you were coming down as quickly as you went up. So we've gone down more than 2 times as fast as we've gone up and erased 50% of the gains. Now that's not encouraging, but it is a combine, it is an FTP, and I have been able to exercise discipline to get up there in the first place. So it's not all doom and gloom. But what I wanted to say is this point here was when that was here in this video here, FTP update. So if we turn this volume down and just go forwards, there you go. There's where I was, right there. So if I move this out of the way, you'll see that's the high, and that's where this is the Friday. So as you see here, there's those 3 up weeks, and then I'm just going to pause the video and show you the trader workstation, and there's what's happened after. This is storybook trading. This is a combination of storybook trading and golden mean, which is absolute nonsense because you shouldn't jump back and forth between methods. And this is the golden mean, but I just threw everything out of the window after that Friday. Now, if you go back to that video, you'll remember that I spoke about having a glass of wine, and I've since, not drinking, getting drunk, but I've had 2 alcoholic beverages since that week. So, you know, I'm on my 6th drink after 3 weeks. But before that, I hadn't had a drink for 3 years. So I've got to note that down. And I'm not necessarily saying that you can't drink and be profitable. Of course you can, but I've made a significant life change in the drinking. That's 1. 2, I did a hot water therapy, which I didn't mention on this channel because it's a bit off topic, but basically for my mental health issues, I was detoxifying my brain of heavy metals. It's, you know, some people won't agree with this, but it did help me. And from the 18th of April to the 18th of July, you have to take this hot bath in various degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit, and you make the bath hotter, and you have a thing on your head, and it sweats out the toxins out of your brain, basically. And so 18th of April I started that, so that's just under a month after I started the combine back in March, 23rd of March. 18th of April until the 18th of July, and that was the Monday or the Tuesday after this video. So first I started drinking alcohol before the end of the 3-month stint of hot water therapy. Then I finished with the hot water therapy. Then I tried to change and do the storybook method after some losses. And finally, the fourth and most significant change is the trade room, as you can see here on the right up next. And I think that really screwed me up. I just wanted some social interaction, and I shot myself in the foot with that. So the trade room, obviously I got rid of it, but it had already done its damage, and it spun me into this sort of downward cycle now where I'm literally $200 off of the trailing max drawdown after drawing down essentially $1,200. So I'm going to have to think about resetting this funded trader prep, and as I said, I'll go away for a while, maybe a week, maybe a month. I doubt it, because I really do want to get back to trading, but at the same time I need to look after myself, get out in the sun. What's going on here? Okay, the connection's gone, but anyway, I'll finish this video. Get out in the sun, think about what's going on here, what I want to do, and essentially the only way I know how to trade is using this golden mean strategy. It's back now, so let's have a look. Yeah, so here's a chronology, however you say that, a chronological view of what happened. Trade room, I'm getting antsy, I'm putting up videos. When you put out a lot of videos, that can be a sign of tilt as well, but I was doing well, breaching 2K, racism, blah blah blah. And then here, trade room, and these two happened on the Friday before the fall. And then you see, then I'm kind of shifting the blame to Top Step Trader. The problem with Top Step Trader, it is a problem, but I've done it before, so I can do it again. Like, you can work within their rule set, so that's a bit of an excuse. And then the biggest down day in 4 months. I talk about stable after the fall, but when you look at the chart, you'll see that's a head and shoulders. And if you know, I've dropped about $400. I'm somewhere down here near this little chop to knot, as I like to call it before. So I can still obviously recover, but do I want to come back from, I need $1,900 or thereabouts to pass this FTP from this spot, and I've got $200 of drawdown. Do I really want to waste extra days dancing around the max drawdown and then try to pull out and, you know, get back up? Or do I want to reset? That's a discussion I'm going to have at home here. And my partner, Marty, is saying I should take a break and it's not the time and all this stuff. So I think reluctantly that's what I'm going to have to do. I had a great time today out at the river with the kids and with my partner. And I think it's just going to have to be, I'm going to have to step back for a week or so at least and see what I want to do from here. But it's not all doom and gloom. Worst case scenario, I reset and it will take me the typical, you know, reset and then wait, trade like I did before and pass in 40, 30 odd, anywhere from late 30s to late 40s in terms of trading days, so 2 months. What good is that to me on one contract? Not a lot. If you're going to make $600, $750 per month per contract, it's not really going to pay the bills. So a life change is in the making. Going to have to think carefully about how to proceed, but first things first, I'm just going to turn off the screens, not come to the station for a good while, and I'm going to think about how to proceed. If you have, I know some people have already shared some ideas here and there, but if you have any ideas about how to reset your brain to come back fresh other than just taking time off, I'd like to hear them. And that's it. Is there anything else I want to say? I have full confidence in my ability to trade the golden mean. My issue now is, what good is it worth it? Is it worth, do I come back and do I try to do a 150k combine and come back big and make it work for me? Because I would be a lot happier about this struggle if I could be on 5 contracts rather than 1. Or maybe that's greedy and I just need to suck it up, get a part-time job, get a full-time job, and do this trading around it and build it. So 600 to 750 per month per contract, and over a few months or 6 months to a year, go to 3, 4, 5 contracts before you're making sort of meaningful money that maybe you can kick back on the work or keep it and keep building. These are all the things that are going through my mind now, but the video's gone on long enough, so I'll end it there. If you have any feedback, please put it in the comment section down below, but don't expect to hear from me anytime soon because I'm going to go AWOL and chill out for a bit. So I will see you all whenever I see you. Maybe I'll put out a video periodically, maybe I won't. I doubt I'll be gone too long, but you never know. Definitely a few days though, and then we'll see how we go. So I know it's very tempting. I've got $200 left in the FTP. It's very tempting to just push it and try to come out, but I really need a break. So I'm just going to look after myself for a few days and then I'll reassess then. So take care. Hope your trading is going better than mine, and your life is going well. And I will see you whenever I see you. Bye for now.